What are we gonna get? Finally, I was able to beat my loss streak in Civ 4, so time to return to Dune Imperium again. It took a lot of elbow grease, though, I'll tell you that much. I do have to reload once. Position 1, okay. I actually don't mind that too much. Unit could be a lot of fun in position 1. There's no Baron in the pool, so I don't feel like oppressed by being in position. Ooh, hello. Wow. These are some good deck building options. Esmar, BG Sister, Protectiva, Sea Reverend Mother, Appropriate. Okay, well we're not getting Una. They would leave me Tessia. They would let me play Tessia. I kind of don't want to play Tessia. I'm good with a no Tessia game. Man, Holler Projectors with Esmar would be so good. We can't Wealth Mentat with Laza. I mean, technically we can. Ariana, maybe? I think if I go Wealth Mentat, it's like, it's gonna be gone. You know? Try Ariana. We may not even be able to get Esmar or Appropriate, depending on how much Persuasion we draw. So double convincings means we actually don't have to do anything special to get the cards we want. As long as nobody early reveals, we just get it. That's pretty awesome. So, is it fold space or smuggling? My instinct is smuggling here, especially since there's an appropriate available. Let's do that. Beast can get a faster Swordmaster if we let him smuggle. But he's not really any better than anybody else at double fold space. And we don't want to go fold space and then have Beast go like, you know, I don't know, Hardy Warriors or something, and then Una gets smuggling. That would be a disaster. So, yeah. Next hand will be Signet, Seek Allies, 2 Daggers. So we're going to have basically no Persuasion next round, but we're going to have some really good action. So she takes Wealth, so we're not getting the Appropriate Wealth Smuggling combo. Tech negotiation. Okay, interesting. So what do we want here? I kind of want to just do Still Suits, put 2 troops in. The only awkward thing here is that we're Ariana, we don't really need the water. But if we block other people from having the water, that's not too bad. Alternatively, we could Hardy, commit 3. That probably gets us 2nd place. Maybe gets us 1st. It does keep Una poor on water. Let's do Hardy. It's weird, but we're Ariana. We get a lot of water, so I think this is the right way to do it. And then we end the round. We have better force in the combat, so there's a chance we win it. And then we end the round with more troops in our garrison, 2 instead of 1. And we block somebody else from doing Hardy. I'm happy if I get either Esmar or Appropriate, or, to be honest, also Sea Reverend Mother. Because I could go Sea Reverend Mother plus a Protectiva, And that would be pretty strong. And I actually don't want to win the combat. I want to get second. Esmar is still my top priority here, though, because there's a holo projectors available. Let's see if Paul early reveals. Skywalker. I think you got the wrong protagonist, man. Arakeen, okay. He has an early reveal. Is there an argument that the Siege Driver Mother plus Protective is a better overall buy? I don't think so. This card is completely dead if we draw it without the Reverend Mother. I think... Ugh, gross. I think Esmar is still the right play here. Kwisatz. Okay. Well, now I wish I hadn't gone Hardy. Also, Esmar is a 0 persuasion card, which also is kind of rough. But if we go Still Suits next round... If we go Still Suits next round, we can use our ring to get to 2 water for a research station in the future. I think Paul's probably getting the Appropriate here. Appropriate plus Water Peddler is pretty good for him. That's going to open up the research station for him next round. Although, because he drew double Convincings, I'm not worried about that, per se. We do get our 2 Solari. This is kind of an expensive way to get 2 Solari. I really didn't think that they would both come in, and then Paul would do it with 3 troops. But it's fine. The 2 Solari is kind of what I need. It's not like I'm going to get Smuggling, but... Buy Satellite Ban instead of Appropriate. That is such a big mistake. Now, we could go Wealth High Council here. Yeah, that might be the play, actually. Doesn't give us anything particularly useful immediately, but it does set us up very well for next round. But we only end up at 1 water doing that, so we don't have access to Research Station. That's the downside. He didn't take the Water Peddler. That's surprising. He just bought Satellite Ban. That's so weird. Sort Through the Chaos is pretty nice, actually. Goes to Still Suits. Okay, so we actually don't get Still Suits here. So do we want to just do the Wealth High Council? I'd kind of like to participate in combat, and the best way to do that is to go to Carthag. There's also Fold Space. We can just grab a Fold Space real quick. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's do Carthag. Guild authorization. Nice. Well, I don't think either Fold Space or Carthag were going to last to my next turn. Does Beast have access to Fold Space again? Because if he does, maybe I made a big mistake. No, he doesn't, so we're fine. But one of these two might take it. What's that? So he just really wanted to take skilled. He could have gone tech negotiation and still got it. I don't know, it's weird. Make skill's a cool card, but it's not worth what he's paying. If we went Mentat there, we would run a chance that we'd redraw Esmar. And we'd set the next deck up to have a lot of persuasion. Double daggers means we pretty much guaranteed win this combat. I guess Paul could have something. Seems unlikely. Tech negotiation. Okay, yeah, we don't get the full space. Would have been nice, wouldn't it? So what do we think about Mentat then? We're going to end the round at... We really don't need the money. We're going to go to wealth anyway, so I kind of think we should. And then we don't have to shuffle the daggers back into the deck. Okay, well we didn't want to draw that. Unit gets appropriate, which is not great. Yeah, that's not great. Did he give her a Swordmaster next round? Here's the Water Peddler. Liaison Water Peddler. So... let's take the 2 Solari. Get rid of the 0 Persuasion card. And I think... I mean, our priority is Persuasion. The Imperial Spy is also just a really good card. Let's pick up a Liaison. Paul could probably get it off a Research Station next round. We'll see. Okay. We get the Baron ability as our intrigues. So we're at 5. If we went like Diplomacy, Still Suits, Esmar, Research Station, we could probably get there. Esmar could also get us Interstellar this round if Paul doesn't go to Fold Space. So yeah, she goes to 13, so she gets Swordmaster. Paul does go to Fold Space. It's annoying. Although we can still beat him to it. Although he's just going to go Interstellar on his action, I think. So we should go Still Suits, I think. Esmar would draw 2 if we took him to Haga Basin. I don't think that gets us where we need to go. It could. This gives us 3 spice. This gives us 2 spice. We only need 2 if we want to buy the holo projectors. Let's do this. Leave our spice alone. Okay, that's actually pretty close. So if we can get tech negotiation, we can get it. Oh shoot, I played him for the draw. No, it doesn't give me enough. I needed to go to Haga Basin. There's a small chance that Paul doesn't have yellow in this hand, but I think that the odds of that are not very high. When he played his card, he didn't discard, right? He did discard a dagger. That means our odds of getting tech negotiation are a little bit better. We can also just go High Council. That also works. And that actually going High Council lets us play our diplomacy, so I think that's overall better. The warning sign would be if Paul went research station. I don't think he's going to do that. He wants interstellar shipping instead. He doesn't take either of them. Okay, that's a little bit odd. So we go High Council. That locks us for the Kwisatz. And we still have an agent left, so we can still go to Interstellar. Yeah, we don't play our diplomacy, but we get to Interstellar and still have 8. It's a pretty good place to be. Unless somebody has a charisma card, we're not losing the Kwisatz. Alternatively, we could play Diplomacy to Wealth, get to 3, and then... Okay, just kidding, we can't do that. He's got... Yeah, cool. He's a 6 spice. There's no really high-end text for that. We either get smuggling or we get interstellar next round. So I think going up is good here. That way we can get our training drones. If we smuggle down, we get to 6 Solari. Which means if we got interstellar again next round, we get our Swordmaster, I mean. Let's go up. I think the holo projectors are important enough for it. Takes the Protectiva. Turns out the liaison didn't do anything. Yuna probably has the appropriate next round. Takes a waste, yeah. Kwisatz Haderach, let's go. I think round 3 is not too late for that card. Good machinations for Beast. Okay, didn't draw anything super awesome, really. But we have 8 Persuasion. We can Signet Ring Smuggling, still be in a good shape. Doesn't give us Swordmaster, though. Okay. Sure. So, with Signet Ring Smuggling, we have a chance to draw on a Kwisatz and infiltrate Swordmaster. So, holo projectors. Should have done that the other way. Should have gone research station first, then thrown out Esmar when we draw him. Alternatively, we can just go Haga Basin. That's drawing one card. It's not very likely, but it's just innately good, regardless. And right now we're the favorite to get the power play too, because we have High Council. And we get Interstellar next round, as long as we... Well, maybe. We'll see. Still seems as interesting. I should be able to, with No Other Ways, beat him to that alliance. Yikes. That's like Chimerky right there. It's a good time to be Yuna. Training drones. I think that's a mistake. Chimerky's better. I mean, he'll probably get the Chimerky sooner or later, so maybe the training drones is better. Artillery. %50 chance to draw a Kwisatz. I'd say we do it. Didn't do it. Do we want to deploy to this? We have one dagger in hand. Probably not. Unfortunately, our Kwisatz is the back half of the deck. The good news is we're at 8 Persuasion, so we can get, depending on what people buy, I think we're first to reveal here, Power Play plus Truthsayer. And drawing an Esmar is not bad either, right? At 2 spice, it's hard to come by for Ariana. The Solari is a Mentat after we get our Swordmaster. We can go to Interstellar twice next round. But we wouldn't be able to get our Swordmaster probably. I don't know, maybe we could. We'll see how much Solari Beast ends at. But yeah, well, I guess this was the last card we drew, so we wouldn't have been able to Hollow Projectors Esmar. We had a good chance of drawing Kwisatz, we just didn't do it. Yuna's playing pretty slow. Doesn't deploy the troop, interestingly enough. Where are you going, Paul? Highliner. Okay, glad I didn't deploy. Hopefully Beast gets distracted by this and doesn't go for Fremen. So Truthsayer is the top priority, and Power Play is the second one. Unfortunate that we pulled up Firm Grip, which if Una gets would be very bad. And she picks up the Chimerki anyway. Yeah, I guess the training drones was the right call. Una's in a good spot. She's pretty scary right now. Yeah, I have a Kwisatz, but she's got a lot going. Oh, okay, she picks the wind traps instead. I mean, she doesn't have any water. I guess it makes a little bit of sense. Paul, can you get the Firm Grip, please? Pretty please. 2 cards in hand. It's not very likely, but you never know. Oh, he's got it. Let's go. I mean, just gets a power play. It's not much better. Still. Better. Come on, dude. Pick up the Firm Grip. Don't be silly. Awesome. Una doesn't have... She has 4 exactly, so that's perfect. Now that we have 2 spice, we might consider going to selective breeding at some point. I guess we're going to need to get our Swordmaster before we consider doing stuff like that, but... Okay. Haven't gotten super lucky with our draws this game, but I still think we're in a good position. Like now we can do that. We should Interstellar because, yeah, Beast can't take Swordmaster from us, and if he pulls out an Intrigue card, we can always just Kwisatz to Swordmaster. Just a wealth. It's not what I was expecting. It's a little bit odd. He doesn't have invasion ships. Maybe he has an infiltrate card in hand. Well, Satellite Ban is doing something for him. 6 water, though, is, like, extremely unnecessary. He is not able to spend all that before the game is over. Getting Interstellar and Swordmaster in the same round feels pretty good. I'd say Chimerki is also a priority. Firmament Alliance is a priority. That's my first thing I'm going to do here is Diplomacy of Still Suits if I get a chance. I do not. I mean, I still have a chance to steal the Alliance. I guess I could Still Suits Kwisatz. That would do it. We also have Interstellar. We just save it for later. Steal it from him that way. They can now maybe want a selective. Or we could Kwisatz, Interstellar Shipping, pick up Chimerky, and see where we go from there. I think I like that. Especially since Yuna has access to it right now. Liaison. Okay. Well, I was going to pick up Spice, but this kind of tells me I want Solari, actually. Yeah. Spy satellites. Maybe. We can Mentat now. I guess we don't want to Mentat when we have these two cards. We also have a power play, which we can use to take Fremen. Although I kind of would prefer not to use it that way. If we get Spy Satellites, though, it's probably the best way to use it. Advanced weaponry, what are our odds of winning this combat? Not great, I don't think. Looks like we're also going to get the second power play, funny enough. So maybe we just don't bother with Spy Sats. You know, selective, we have a decent shot of getting... Well, I say decent. We have a shot of getting... Spice must flow. I'm thinking maybe we just do this. That puts us ahead of Paul. No need to put more than that in, really. But hey, it's a free intrigue. Persuasion. Wouldn't she want daggers here? I guess she doesn't want me to get the power play. Please pick up a scout. Aw, well, it was worth a try. Don't want any of that. Death Commando is like maybe decent, but I don't think so. Oh, that's why she didn't use daggers. That makes sense. But that also is great for me, because that gives me an extra water that I wasn't planning on getting. No! Cannon turrets. Oh, man. Probably need to lock up Fremen sooner or later. Beast will probably try to take that back. And hell, he could take it back on his next action. Up, down, take Fremen. Next action, go to Fremen. Well, at least we have the best garrison of anybody now. We didn't get the second power play, so I think Spy Sets is still on the table. Come on, guys. Let's not make this take forever. So, that was a mistake from Beast. It was a mistake from Beast for multiple reasons. One of them is that nobody can go to Swordmaster, so that didn't, they didn't do anything for him at all. Cool, that's my 7th Solari for the Chom shares. I think we want to go selective breeding here. We're not going to get Interstellar, I don't think, unless Paul screws up. Una getting the spy sats. That's pretty scary, actually. Well, now we know you have the calculated hire. I feel like you kind of have to use it. He lets me have Interstellar. No spy sats, though. Okay. Does he have card? Like a bribery or something? I'm not playing power play to still suits, I don't think. Doesn't play a card. Did he pick up enough Fremen access to plausibly take that from me? Recruiter. I think he just played his Sea Reverend Mother. He has Jamis, so he has 2 cards that go to Fremen, so it is possible. But Jamis isn't his discard. But he could have Diplomacy for all we know. I think it's selective here. Trash the dagger. Drop the dagger. Okay. Alright. There's a fold space. Okay, so I think we're fine on Fremen. I think we still keep this alliance. Unless he's got to demand respect or something. Yuna is the player I'm most concerned about. By a lot. There's 2 Fremen access in our 6 cards. One plus side of her having spy sets is we're not really worried about her taking Interstellar. Artillery. Film. Okay. Liaison. That didn't really do it, did it? What about Arakeen? I don't like keeping the power play in the deck, but Arakeen gives us a chance to draw into Kwisatz. Also gives us a chance to draw into Spice Must Flow. Or we can just play power play to secrets. And get it out of the deck. I think we just want the water. Okay, we did draw into what we needed here. So we're not going to win the combat though, right? Because we do this, that's not enough. So we just do this for a spice. And a water, but that we probably won't use the water. We also have to worry about her potentially having machine culture. Ouch. Okay, yeah. This is not good. We don't play the Chome Shares because we still might need to go Mentat next round. Ouch. 1 dagger. And he's not going to have a combat card either. I really don't think he does have it. Yeah. Wow. That's pretty rough. Beats it. I hate to say this, but this beast is so bad. At least we get our Kwisatz again. It's crazy that it's been in the back half of the deck both times. And now it's not in the next shuffle, which is also really bad. So she only has 1 point from spy sats now, at least. But we really can't let her win the combat at all. Can toss out Esmar. Okay. That's fine with me, actually. What does Interstellar give me here? Probably not enough. What we need is research station, but we don't have any city access. So we can actually go Highliner if we take Great Flat. But we want Fremen, so I think that's what Interstellar gives us, is Fremen Alliance here. Mimic Film is pretty good. Spaceport is honestly pretty good also. There's our city access. I think Paul's going to take it, though. Tech Deado is interesting. Beast gets it. Snoopers. I think it's time to trash Esmar. Paul's still gonna. I mean, Paul's just gonna go to full space. Like, this beast is so bad. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be talking trash about him, but this is, like, oh my god. That's. I mean, it's okay. He just doesn't know better. Is she blocking? Research station, maybe. Tech negotiation. Okay. She's going for spice must flow. Hardy Warriors, interesting. I thought he was going to go research station. So we have a lot of options here. I'm just going to go ahead and pop the jump here, but I don't want to screw myself out of it by overthinking. The problem now is that I don't have enough spice to actually use Grey Flat. So I think what we need to do... Seven. We have another one from Emperor. Takes us to 8. Buy a point with SMF is 9. We just need one more point. I don't know where we find that point, though. Mimic quarters. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it is mimic quarters. We can't play the power play without having to hit Mentat first. So let's hit Mentat, I guess. Didn't get it. We have two more agents. We have the one that we get, and we have the one from Kwisatz. So actually, let's see here. So if we... Thinking here. If we Kwisatz to Research Station, we could take Power Play to Secrets. But that won't get us our Emperor point, so it doesn't work. If we play Kwisatz to Selective Breeding, we get one bump with Emperor, or with BG, and then we draw into the Power Play, which we can play with the Mentat. It's awkward, though. Doesn't really work the way we want it to. I think we want the Mimic Orders. There's the Power Play. We need 1, 1, 1. Hard to do. It's possible. Shuttle Fleet helps it happen. Power Play actually gets us to... Hold on. Power Play gets us to 9. Spice Mist Flow gets us to 10. We win this round. We wouldn't if we didn't get the 50-50 on the Power Play, but our luck's been bad enough recently that I don't feel bad about getting lucky there to 50-50. Power Play. Refocus is a Spice, most likely. Nothing special. I think the game's over, right? Nobody can steal our alliances. Yuna only has one... Yuna only has one spy satellite point. We have Chimarki. If she has an endgame point, we could be a little worried, but we have Chimarki, so I think we're good. Spice amount doesn't matter. Let's go. Ariana Thorvald. Ariana Thorvald. The strongest leader in the game, might I add. Yeah, this was a fun one. So we didn't actually ever get the Mimic Quarters point. We were 2 bumps away, one on Emperor and one on Guild away from the Mimic Quarters point. But that didn't matter because we were able to end the game in round 7. Yes, it's true we got lucky on the 50-50 here, Spiceman's Flow or Power Play, but we got unlucky in that we drew Kwisatz the back half of our deck every single time. We probably, if we had drawn it sooner, we probably would have played Kwisatz like 2 more times this game. Yeah, so I don't feel bad about that at all. Interstellar shipping is really strong. That's I think that's the moral of the story here. We had that guild authorization, which is really lucky. Helped us do a lot of good stuff. I think the play for High Council was correct. I think that was like the turning point in the game when we decided to go for High Council instead of Swordmaster and High Council instead of Tech Negotiation. Because that gave us the persuasion to both get the Kwisatz and also play our Diplomacy. I forget where we played the Diplomacy to. I don't know. It was like Wealth or something. But it still made a big difference. Esmar also really good card. Esmar gave us a guild bump, a card draw, at least 6 Spice and 6 Solari, but maybe more than that. Which on Ariana Thorvald is incredibly necessary because you just don't have Spice on this leader. Yeah, you just don't have Spice on this leader, so you just need it. As much as Esmar helped us with our economy, I can't say it was the MVP card of the game. That honor definitely goes to Kwisatz Haderach. Very impressive card, if I do say so. Yeah, Yuna was like right behind us. But the thing is, she didn't really play her Spy Satellite strategy all that well. Like, she had Spy Satellites, sure, but, you know, 4 Spice for 1 point is not that impressive, and she has friendships on 3 factions. She should have, instead of going up like 2 on Fremen, she should have tried to take a different alliance. Or she should have tried to put more effort into combat. I don't know. I think she ended up kind of split on the Spy Sats a little bit. Anyway, but that was super fun. Yeah, I had a good time. And I will end it here. Chamarki for the win. Chamarki gave us that intrigue card that helped us get over the finish line. Yeah, so anyway, I'll see you guys later.